Rain drenches Taehyung, but he dances swimmingly and makes the stadium erupt with laughter. Hello ARMY. Welcome back to BTS Fans channel. This time, I don't want you to just watch. I want you to stay a little longer than usual. Let every second breathe. Let every detail sink in. As if you were really there. Not as a viewer, but as part of that moment. Because what we're about to relive is not just funny. It's the kind of memory that quietly stays with you long after the music ends. The night of the BTS World Tour Arirang was already destined to be unforgettable. The stadium stood and alive, filled with thousands, tens of thousands of armies holding their light sticks. A sea of purple, stretching endlessly in every direction. The air felt warm, charged with anticipation. That familiar feeling before BTS appears on stage. When your heart beats just a little faster, and time seems to slow down, as if the world is waiting for one single moment to begin. And then, the lights dimmed. The music started. The screams erupted. BTS stepped onto the stage. And just like that, the night officially came alive. Every movement, every note, every glance, perfectly in sync. The energy was overwhelming, like a wave that kept crashing. Again and again. Stronger each time. But somewhere in the middle of all that perfection, the sky had its own plan. At first, it was gentle. A soft drizzle. Barely noticeable. Some armies even smiled, lifting their faces slightly, as if welcoming it. Because somehow, rain at a concert like this feels cinematic, almost magical. But magic doesn't always stay gentle. The drizzle turned into steady rain. The steady rain turned into something heavier. Soon, you could hear it clearly. Raindrops hitting the stage, the equipment, the light sticks, like a rhythm of its own. The floor became slick, reflective, almost like a mirror. Every light, every movement, now doubled, shimmering beneath their feet. And yet, BTS didn't stop. Not even for a second. Their professionalism, their dedication, unshaken. They continued dancing, singing, connecting with the crowd, as if the rain was simply another part of the show. And in the middle of that scene, there was Taehyung, completely soaked. His hair, no longer holding its original shape, now falling softly, naturally. Strands sticking slightly to his forehead, giving him that effortlessly raw look that fans could never get enough of. His outfit, darkened by the rain, clinging just enough to show movement. Every step more visible, every gesture more real. But what stood out the most was his expression. Not discomfort, not frustration, but curiosity, playfulness. That quiet spark that always appears right before he does something unexpected. You could almost see the moment. The idea formed. A small shift in his gaze. A tiny lift at the corner of his lips. Like he was thinking, if the stage feels like water, then why not swim? The choreography continued. The music didn't change. Everything stayed the same. Except Taehyung. At first, it was just a hint. A slight alteration in his arm movement. Easy to miss if you blinked. But if you were watching closely, you'd notice something was different. Then he did it again. Clearer this time. His arms extending forward, then pulling back, like cutting through water. Smooth, deliberate. And just like that, the idea came to life. Taehyung started swimming on stage, not fully breaking the choreography, but blending it, twisting it, turning a powerful dance into something playful. His arms moved in rhythm, stroke after stroke, his body slightly leaning into it, as if he was floating, as if the rain had turned the stage into his own personal ocean. And his face, that's what made it unforgettable. Focused, yet playful. Serious, yet clearly joking. That unique Taehyung duality, where you can't tell if he's completely immersed or secretly laughing inside. For a split second, the crowd didn't react. It was too unexpected, too surreal. Did he just start swimming? And then it hit. The entire stadium erupted. Laughter burst out from every direction. Cheering, screaming, voices overlapping. Some armies doubling over in laughter. Others trying to film but shaking from excitement. Because what they were witnessing was completely unplanned. Completely natural. Completely him. Even through the rain, you could feel the warmth of that moment. The kind of warmth that doesn't come from lights or fire, but from shared joy. The members noticed. Of course they did. How could they not? You could see it in their reactions. A quick glance. A smile breaking through. That silent communication between them. Like, only Taehyung would do this. But no one stopped him. Because they understood. This wasn't a mistake. This was magic of a different kind. Taehyung continued for a few more beats. And then he pushed it further. Bigger movements. More exaggerated strokes. Almost like he was diving. Then surfacing. Playing with the rhythm of the music. As if waves were rising and falling beneath him. The rain kept pouring. The lights kept reflecting. The crowd kept laughing. And Taehyung kept swimming. In that moment, the stage wasn't just a stage anymore. It became something fluid. Alive. Unpredictable. Just like him. And maybe that's why this moment stayed. Because it wasn't perfect. It wasn't planned. It wasn't rehearsed. It was real. It showed something deeper. About who Taehyung is as an artist. Someone who doesn't just follow the performance, but feels it. Responds to it. Transforms it. Where others might see rain, he sees possibility. Where others might stay careful, he chooses to play. And that choice, that simple decision to turn rain into joy, created something unforgettable. Eventually, he returned to the original choreography. Smooth. Effortless. Like the moment had simply passed. Like a wave returning to the ocean. But the feeling, it stayed. In the laughter. In the videos. In the memories of every ARMY who was there. And even those who watched later. Feeling like they were part of it too. Because moments like this, they travel. They spread. They live on. And somewhere, someone watching that clip again, late at night, will smile. Without even realizing it. because in a world that often feels too serious, too controlled, too predictable, Taehyung gave us something simple. Something light. Something human. A reminder that even in the middle of a massive world tour, in front of thousands, under pouring rain, you can still choose to be playful, to be free, to swim, even without water. Thank you for staying a little longer, for feeling a little deeper, and for reliving this moment together. See you in the next story. ARMY.